everybody? Welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Wednesday. Good old hump day, everybody. We're humping it up one more time on May 8th, 2024. Welcome to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I'm your host, as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back, everybody. Happy hump day. Hope you humped it up the best you could today. Or maybe tonight, after the show, you get a little humpy, if you will, if you want. If you do your thing. But thank you so much for being back here. Appreciate you. Happy hump day. Lots of comic book stuff going on. But I would welcome back, my lovely co-host, Miss Sabrina Vittori. Sabrina, welcome back. Happy hump day.
Happy hump day, Brian. How are you?
I am doing well. How are you doing?
Good. I had a very busy day, so it went kind of quickly, and ready to dive into tonight's topics.
Yeah, Sabrina's here.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right, Peppy.
And for some
Peppy
reason, I
knows
had
what's up.
the wrong lower third, so something went crazy. But yeah, it's been. What's up, William Buck Rogers? Welcome back, man. Good to see you. And good to see you, Sabrina. Thank you for being here. Craziness always happen. We're jumping all over the place. So what's up, Ty? Good to see you, man. How you doing? And we also have the Pep Star here, of course. You just heard him for a second. Peppy, what's going on, man?
You want now?
Peppy, just be nice once in a while, man. I think I want you to be on the show because you're awesome on the show.
And I mean that, man.
Yeah, okay, whatever. How you feeling? You feeling good? You feeling fresh? You feeling good to go tonight?
I'm so humpty today.
All right, Pep Star. Yeah, Pep Star is great. Good to see you, man. Really good to see you.
And I mean that, man.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. But welcome back, Pep Star. Good to see you. But also, it is hump day. Good to see you, GR. Thirsty Daddy in the chat. But also, welcome back our resident intellectual himself, kicking ass, taking names, reading the fucking thesaurus yesterday, and then bringing it back around into an encyclopedia day. That's Mr. Mike Casey. Mike.
Goddamn.
How you doing, Mike? Okay. You doing pretty good? With that big old watermelon in your mouth, in or around?
You know, Brian, I find that nothing comforts the emotional labor of a challenging week like the welcoming bosom of a melon.
I give you a hard time because I love you.
Sabrina saw what I did there.
I think we all saw what was going on there, Mike. You're doing well.
I don't know why anyone didn't think it was funny except for me. That was amazing. I loved it.
Well, good to have you back, Mike.
This is not a great watermelon. This is
if you can see the look.
For $8.99, I want my money back.
I agree.
Okay, Mike. Well, thanks for being here. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me on. Hey, everybody in the chat.
Oh boy.
Love in the room.
It's true, Pep Star. But also joining us back with, I wish you could have seen his face the whole time, our resident comic book king himself, Mr. Sean Sullivan. Sean, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to be me. Welcome to be me here. I'm here. I was really thrown off by a watermelon. I didn't get the memo that I was supposed to bring my own watermelon. I do not have a prop that can compete with watermelon. No craft service for me. You're right. I had to cook my own dinner. I mean, what the fuck's that all about? Hello. Yes, good to see everybody. Hello, everybody in the chat. Hello, Sabrina. Hello, Mike. Hello, Brian. Let's get into it, my man.
Good to see you.
Here, Sean is in the house.
Oh yes, Peppy as well. I forgot.
Yeah, he's happy to see you too. He's pretty happy to see you, man. When is Peppy not happy to see you?
I don't know. It's a good question.
That's a pretty name, Sean.
Oh, Peppy.
Oh, thank you. That's really nice.
that's a little bit something there, Pep Star. But everybody, welcome to Kruse Control. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you as always. Happy hump day. Yes, this is gonna be good. Queen, good to see you. Buck Rogers, welcome back. Good to see you, Thirsty Daddy out there in the chat. Everybody that's here, have fun. Come with us. Hang out with us tonight. We got a lot to talk about. A lot going on. Because it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. It could be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, sometimes a Thursday. There's always a lot of breaking news. All right. The very first thing I want to talk about is Knuckles. I want to say Knuckles the Hedgehog, but he's not a hedgehog. Knuckles, everybody. Knuckles has come out. Yeah, kid, right? He's a warrior. He's a warrior. But Knuckles has come out with his 6-episode season over there, his mini series, if you will, over there on Paramount Plus, and it's just broken records over there for most watched. They're calling it Kids Show over there on Paramount Plus. 4 million hours streamed over there, which is pretty great for something like this. And of course, is expanding the science Sonic the Hedgehog lore and bringing in more characters. I started watching it. I'm not really sure about the whole, like, we have to go bowling tournament type deal. I guess they're trying something. I didn't get a chance to watch all of it. Let us know if you like it, because I want to see if it does help add some connecting tissue between Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 that is coming out this summer. But I don't think it'll ever do as well as Super Mario Brothers, because Super Mario Brothers, everybody, it's official, was like the highest grossing movie of 2023. That's right. It beat out Barbie, everybody. It's official. The numbers are out there. $1.361 billion. Pretty freaking massive. At a $100 million budget, $150 million for marketing. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's a Mario. Mario's got it all the time. He's got it. He's going to be good. So, woohoo! Great for Mario. I'm very excited to see the next one, which you talked about before. They have in development over there with Nintendo and Illumination. I hope it's great. But this is really dominating. And of course it did. I can't wait to see if the next one does just as well. And also something that's going to do really well apparently at the box office is, well, the new Planet of the Apes. That's right. New Planet of the Apes coming out this weekend. And they're projecting about $130 million opening weekend worldwide and $165 million budget. That's not too shabby, everybody. $50 million domestically. And we'll have to see. Never watched Mario Brothers, William Buck Rogers? Check that shit out. It's fun. All you gotta say is peaches, 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 peaches. Anyways.
Oh, no.
I love you. I wish I had our producer in the chat right now. He'd be helping me out right now with that. But it's great. Check it out. But this is going to do pretty well opening weekend. We'll have to see how well it actually does, but I think it will do pretty decent. They're projecting a lot, and I will go see it. It's fun because we're finally caught up. This is like Charleston Heston time now. We're gone past the apes are in control, and the humans are back to being dumbed down and trying to rise up against the apes. So hopefully it's good. We'll have to see it. I know the Fall Guys not doing that well. It could be doing better at $65 million its opening weekend, but they don't have plans for a second one. That's right. Ryan Gosling came forward and said, hopefully this does well. They got plans. They said it pretty much wrote itself. They love the characters, love the plot. They love taking this further. So as soon as they were shooting the first one, the ideas for the second one, I don't know, guys, though. I really don't know. I mean, we'll see how it does this weekend. Sometimes the next weekend blows up, but we have that much money on the line. I think it was like 135, something like that budget for the whole thing, 65 million. It's not fantastic for opening, but hopefully it does bust through and does pretty well. I hope it does for them because it looks good. I'm gonna go check it out this weekend. I think we'll have to see between Planet of the Apes and that. We'll figure it out. But yeah, we'll see because the Fall Guy, we'll see if it does okay. But the Fall Guy that the Flash is always dealing with is, of course, the Reverse Flash. And the Reverse Flash is coming back to Superman and Lois. Tom Callahan came forward and said, guys, Kavanaugh. Tom Cavanaugh came forward and said that he usually directs Superman and Lois, the finales and the pilots. He's been very involved doing more directing than acting. Of course, he was on The Flash as Reverse Flash, Flash playing Wells. And now they're saying he's coming in to do a special appearance as Reverse Flash in the finale, of course, the very end of the CW shows there and the DC CW shows. So we'll have to see how that does. But I think they're going to try to pull some stops. There's not much money for that budget. So we'll have to see how much they can actually do. He must be doing a favor. I know they cut back dramatically in order to make that show have one more season. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But, I got to tell you, though, the real Running Man is, of course, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, The Running Man. And we're getting a reboot for that. And we got Glenn Powell coming in. Now, he's been doing great. He was in the Top Gun movie, Top Gun Maverick, and then he's also coming out with Twisters now. So he's kind of like getting into the market quite a bit, but now they're going to do a reboot to the 1987 movie that starred Arnold Schwarzenegger with Edgar Wright directing. I love me some Edgar Wright. I think he could be fantastic doing this. He's always making things just a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fun. And of course, it's a whole premise where a father is trying to help his ill daughter. So he joins this like reality show where they're killing people. And then they're trying to like really go after him because he's like kicking ass in this. So will it do well in a reboot form? I think it's a fun thing. Maybe it will. And Glenn Powell is just rising. So hopefully it's good. But you know what? The real Running Man is, of course, Tom Cruise, everybody. And Tom Cruise is coming back to the Gauntlet. Now, this is a Clint Eastwood movie that's being rebooted again over at Warner Brothers. We knew that Tom Cruise had that whole deal where he signed with WB to do exclusive content for them, and this will be one of the first ones for them. Now, this was a Clint Eastwood movie, and now it's about a detective who's an alcoholic. Tom Cruise is an alcoholic. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I don't think I've ever seen him do that before, But I'm game. Give him some 5 o'clock shadow. Maybe he can grow a goatee like me, and he can be like, drunk and disorderly cop trying to get this prostitute to the court case. I mean, we'll see. It could be good. It could be good. It seems weird to me though, but it is being rebooted at Warner Brothers, and I hope it is a great thing. But Tom Cruise is one of the biggest Toms in Hollywood, and one of the biggest Toms in football, of course, if not, is Tom Brady. And Tom Brady was roasted over this last weekend. They were called the greatest roast of all time. And here lies Sub-Zero. Plain Zero. One of the greatest of all time. And Tom Brady was roasted. And when this went down, a couple things happened. One of the biggest things everybody's talking about now is Jeff Ross. Now, Jeff Ross came out there and how he introduced the whole thing. He said, so Tom became a Patriot and moved up to New England. And on the first day of training camp, that scrawny rookie famously walked into the owner, Robert Kraft's office and said, I'm the best decision your organization has ever made. Would you like a massage? And people went nuts a little bit. And this is kind of tying back to some history with Kraft. Back in 2019, he was actually accused of soliciting a prostitute at a massage parlor in Florida. And so people laughed, kind of thinking like, oh, this is like a little nudge. And then Brady got up and walked up to him during this performance or this little part, and he whispered in the ear, he goes, don't you ever fucking say that again. Don't say that shit again. And everybody got quiet. People heard it. People freaked out a little bit, but it was a stunt. That's what Ross is saying. He says he loves this production. He loves roasting the roast, so he was just having fun with it. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. That's what he's saying. Also, Kardashian came out, introduced some stuff, and people were just booing the hell out of her, and then Netflix cut that shit out, which is weird. Why cut it out? People know they booed her, then why cut it out? I don't know. Seems dumb to me. But something that's great, though, is The Outlaws, and I'm excited to see Outlaws Season 3 coming out. Might be the last one. 5 episodes dropping over on Prime Video on Friday, May 31st. If you haven't checked this out, it's a great ensemble cast. Christopher Walken, I love him in this fucking show. He's so good. But the rest of the cast is phenomenal, too. It's just about a bunch of people that are they're on parole. They're on parole, and they're all working together in order to do community service, and they're fixing this place up. And it's all about drugs and drug laundering and making money through drugs in order to pay off all their bills. It's actually a phenomenal show. It's fun. The 3rd season looks like it's gonna be great too, and it might be the last. So check it out, Outlaws. It's one of my favorite. One of my favorites. We love it here on Kruse Control is Lord of the Rings, and Lord of the Rings is coming back to theaters one more time. If you haven't seen it in theaters before, they're making some more money of that gross domestic box office. But coming out June 8th, 9th, and 10th, you'll be able to see The Fellowship, followed by The Two Towers, and then finally by The Return of the King. And you'll be able to check them out one more time in theaters. I'll be checking out. It'll be fun to see, But not as fun as X-Men 97, which is blowing the internet up. Everyone's going nuts about this show, and I agree why. It's so fucking good. I love it so much. Now on this new promo, I haven't seen the new episode that dropped today, but I know that they have the Rock and the old school kind of costumes. That looks fantastic. Professor X is back. It looks awesome. And everything they're doing and tying into the original cartoons and the lore they're building. And now they're saying they're supposed to do 3 and 4, but now they're talking potentially 5 and 6 seasons because of how big of a hit that it actually has been over there on Disney+. Man, I just wish that Alan Tudyk's show Resident Alien would go that long. But now it's on the chopping block right now. They've done 3 seasons. The 4th season, they're hoping to go back to sci-fi. And now sci-fi doesn't seem like they're going to do it. Now they're talking with USA Network, maybe picking it up, but they have to substantially drop their budget down $500,000 an episode. So maybe it goes to Netflix because Netflix has been airing the episodes too. We'll have to wait and find out, but I hope it finds a home because Alan Tudyk is so fucking good at playing this alien that's just swearing and flicking little children off. I don't know. It's funny. Check it out. Check it out. It's very funny. He's very funny. A lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. You're right, Mike. He's very funny in this. Alan Tudyk is the fucking man. I love him so much. Yeah. I just love everything he does. He's one of those actors that pops up everywhere. Big voice actor. He's been in Star Wars stuff. He's been everywhere. Oh. And I think that this is a big hit for him. It's a big hit. I hope that they go someplace else. It's also on Peacock.
Did you know it's based on a comic book?
I did not know that. There Sean, take it away. Tell us about this comic book.
Oh, I don't know anything about it. It's on Hoopla. If anyone has Hoopla, look up Hoopla, and it's you run it through your local library. Support your local library, folks. It's good service. But Resident Alien was all on there, and there's about 4 or 5 trades I think collected. But yeah, I'm a big Alan Tudyk fan. I wish that he was more consistently used in the entertainment world. Probably one of my favorite parts of Star Wars Rogue One was his K2SO, the robot.
So good.
The guy's great. Give the guy more work, please.
I know. keep him going and keep this show going because it is a lot of fun. This really kind of awkward comedy works really well. And even everyone across, the kids to the adults, are all awesome around. Good ensemble cast. So
Cool.
I hope it keeps going. We'll see. But anyways, we got a lot to talk about. This is that time for that 1 minute on the clock for all my guests get to have what to say. Is there hot takes? Oh, to the right. Now it's time for those hot takes. This is that time for that 1 minute on the clock. And all my guests get 1 minute to break down their hot takes for all latest breaking news. That is 12 topics today. Can they hit every topic before that minute that bomb blows up? Or their time be up, they're done, the buzzer goes off, and they lose? It's up to you, though. You as the audience decide who wins hot takes. So take it in, enjoy it, soak it in, get very serious about this. Let us know who you think has the best hot takes. I'm excited to see who wins today. Hot takes time. Hot takes, Edward Hyde. Hot takes. All right, Sabrina, who do you think should go first on the hot takes, hot tickety takes today?
I'm going to go with Sean, but I just want to correct you, Sean. They do not need to give Alan Tudyk more work. He has 154 credits. That motherfucker be working all the time. I'm sure he wants to break
Needs more.
work so much.
More
He does a lot of
consistent work,
voiceover
then.
stuff.
How about that?
Yes,
More
I like that.
consistent
154
work.
credits? That's like
Yeah,
insane.
fantastic. His
He's
career's been
busting his
50,
ass.
50, 60 years. The man's 102. He's never going to slow down.
Yes,
Half of
I'm
that,
on
half
the
Might
of
as
that
well
is
be.
probably guest spots on Bluey anyway.
To Alan
He
Tudyk.
does a lot of voice
He's
work.
done
Like,
some
he
Bluey
does a
shit.
lot of
Oh my
voice
God.
acting.
Alan Tudyk.
A lot of voice acting.
I mean, I've been on Bluey.
Spectacular.
We've all been on Bluey, so
What is bluing?
why not?
Who's
know.
bluing blue? Blue.
It's an
Blue, blue,
Australian. It's an Australian dog family, and they teach
Right.
you life lessons and loss, and
Oh,
it's pretty
It's
deep
an
for a
Australian
kid's show,
mammal,
right?
Brian. I thought you'd
What,
be
sorry?
familiar, considering how much shit you talk.
I do talk a lot of shit. I do. Hey, man, I just try my best to just have a good time. What's a comedy show? Come on.
Are you two fighting? What are we doing? What? You coming in
He
real
thanked-
hot at
you're
Brian
right.
here.
He thanks
Mike.
the chinchillas. He thanks.
Oh! I see. Okay.
He thanks the
So
koalas.
you gotta thank Bluey and add
I
him
have
on
no
there.
idea
then.
what's happening right now.
Yeah.
I'll go first because Sabrina
Okay,
said so.
Sean.
How about that?
Thanks, Sean.
Gotta move
All
it
right,
around.
Sean.
Move it along.
All right, Sean. Here we go. Are you ready for those hot takes?
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
How you like them, Knuckles? Knuckles, congratulations. Keep it going. Super Mario beats Barbie, not surprised. I think Super Mario had a much wider audience than Barbie, and Barbie also made people a little bit depressed a little bit. Planet of the Apes box office looking good. I'm happy for that. I love that series. Andy Serkis needs more work, just like Alan Tudyk. Maybe Andy Serkis could do Alan Tudyk motion capture. Who knows? That'd be fun. Fall Guy 2 already is a story. It was a television show, so there's a million stories they can pull from, or 60 or however many episodes it was. Reverse Flash coming to Superman? I don't believe it. And oh fuck. It's speeding up. I get it now. Running Man Reboot. I would love a Running Man Reboot. It's a classic. I think there's a lot of cool things you can bring into it and bring it up to the times. Why the hell not? Tom Brady. It's an act. It's like being mad at Jeff Ross for doing his job. It's like being mad at Rain for being wet. Outlaws Season 3. Keep it coming. Great show. Lord of the Rings. I'm very excited. I'm going to go be there in 2 towers. My Dune bucket. X-Men 97 is the best thing in Marvel, and Resident Alien we already talked about.
We did. We talked about. Good job, Sean. Sean got it. Ready. Balloons.
Yeah, nothing. Is it happening?
You got it all, Sean. How does it feel?
Feels great. I only yelled like 4 times. So, yeah, feeling good about that. I didn't know that Fall Guy was a television show. Did you guys know this?
Yeah, television show back in like the 60s or something.
Yeah. So I know I'm always hawking other people's podcasts and shows, but there is the Famous Movies Never Made podcast, and they dealt with previous tries to get Fall Guys. The Rock was attached at one point. That was the only one I can remember. That's it. But it was a good episode, and I learned a lot about a show I never watched. It was the $6 Million Man. That was the original Fall Guy.
It was original
that
one.
actor, that guy, the original actor. Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
There's some
I mean,
Fall Guy
I'm
trivia for you. when you go to the bar.
70s.
Guys.
GR says 70s. Thank you, Thirsty Daddy. There you, man.
Well, moron. Good for Happy Gilmore. Oh, my God.
Oh, okay. All right.
Long drop.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Sabrina, who's going next on the hot takes?
Mike, obviously.
Obviously, Mike.
Good choice,
Mr.
Maria.
Mr. Mike Casey. So, Mike, how you feeling about these hot takes? You feeling good? Feeling fresh? Feeling like you're ready to do this?
I feel good, Brian. I'm ready to do it.
Lee
All right, man.
Majors. It was Lee Majors.
Lee Majors, yes,
Right.
Lee Majors.
Thank you, Edward Hyde. Your fucking image, your picture scared the shit out of me earlier. So that was
Is that like from the
That's me.
Thunderbirds or something? It's definitely
Kind of looks like Thunderbirds. You're right.
The
knows,
creepy
man?
puppet ilk of some
I was not in for
variety.
it. I was not in for it.
Yeah.
Go, Mike.
$6
I'm ready.
million man. All right, Mike, here we go. Take a breath. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Smell it. All right. Hot takes, Mike. In 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
All right, let's see. What do we have here today? Okay, so The Running Man. This is the first I was hearing about this today. Edgar Wright directing and producing. Like, what more could we ask for? This is going to be hysterical, and it's going to have all kinds of terrific commentary about our reality culture. I can't wait for it. Tom Brady, yeah, that shit's an act. Tom Cruise in The Gauntlet, never seen it. Not the biggest Clint Eastwood fan these days, but I'll put it on my just watch queue. Super Mario beats Barbie, but how would he have fared against her if he hadn't have had the power-up? No mushroom, and he was just regular Mario. Then Barbie maybe would have won. Let's see. Knuckles.
10 seconds.
You knew Knuckles was going to be huge. And it's great to see Idris Elba doing some kind of, voice acting like that. That's incredible. Love to see the X-Men outfits. Oh, I didn't make it? Oh.
Oh, Mike.
What the? What's that?
I did like the sound effect, though. I was pretty happy.
Did you just give him another 30 seconds? What's happening?
What? No.
Oh, I saw
the-
It
the.
Came
didn't
back on.
happen.
Oh, no.
Translating us in real time.
No, something weird happened for you guys. No, I gave him should I give him one more? He gets one more.
No.
He gets
What?
No.
No.
Sean said no.
Oh,
No,
thank you.
I do need to return my balloons, by the way. Because I did not say anything about Tom Cruise starring in The Gauntlet.
Oh,
Send them
you
back.
did not.
Go ahead,
Send
bring the
him
balloons.
back.
Send them back. Send the balloons back. I'm sorry. Save a couple turtles' lives, sea turtles' lives there. I'm
Yeah,
so
double.
sorry, guys.
Yeah, double.
I'm an honest man.
Honest man. I appreciate it. It's Pepe's job, but Pepe doesn't always he'll give me a thumbs up and I'm like, dude, what's up, man? that seems right. And then like,
Yeah, man.
You're,
I'm a Pepe,
you're relatively lax, which is,
Yeah.
fine. As long as everyone gets the same courtesy.
Pepe, did you realize he didn't get them all?
Competition.
Dang.
Yeah, you didn't realize, did ya? Come on, you gotta be better about that shit, Pepe. Come on, you just gotta be better than that.
Stop.
Quality
Just
control
stop.
officer over here, sleeping
Yeah,
at the
he
wheel.
doesn't want to do it because he's supposed to be monitoring it, and he's doing a terrible job.
Sorry.
Oh, all right,
Okay.
Pep Star. All right, Sabrina,
We'll forgive you.
are you ready for your hot take, Sabrina?
Ready as I'm ever gonna be.
All right, I'm gonna put that minute on the clock. Like I told Mike, you can take a breath, or you
Why
can
are we
just
doing
get amped up.
Do I have to bring a watermelon next week? Is that the whole plan?
Yeah.
No, you
What
can
are we
bring a
doing?
different fruit. Be
Yeah,
original.
a honeydew is also acceptable.
Honeydew
but they all
do.
taste like
Yeah.
styrofoam now. Like, and who can afford the Whole Foods ones?
Fruit just doesn't taste as good anymore. Yeah.
It's very true. It's very true.
All these kids and their TikToks ruining fruit. No one wants to work. No one wants to work
Ruining
anymore.
Fruit.
Thanks, bud.
Ruin-
All right, Sabrina, are you ready for your hot takes?
Yes.
All right, hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
I'm with Mike on Knuckles. Love Idris Elba. Love to see him do anything, so I'm totally in for that. Haven't watched it yet, but I will. Super Mario Brothers, very marginally beat Barbie. I mean, it is what it is. Whatever, it was fine. Brian loves it. He talked about it so much that it actually made me not want to see it, but then I watched it and it was good. It's fine. Whatever. Planet of the Apes. Kind of don't really give a fuck. I want people to do new things, which is going to be a recurring theme here, unfortunately. Planet of the Apes is it was. I like Andy Serkis. I like what Sean said. It's just I don't know. I'm not really excited. Fall Guy, amazing DP did Fall Guy. So I'm really jazzed, and I hope that it does do well. Ryan Gosling seems like he's really funny in it. I also love Emily Blunt. Reverse Flash, I'm a Dilligaf that for you, GR. Running Man, Edgar Wright, fucking aces. I think that's gonna be great. The Gauntlet, Tom Cruise, no thanks. Tom Brady's a bitch, so I don't know if he's true, like, dude did that or not. I don't really give a fuck because he's a little fucking cheeky bitch. The Outlaws, season 3, yes fucking please. Lord of the Rings, no thank you. X-Men 97, glad it's doing well. Well deserved. Resident Alien, please come back.
We'll give it to you. You got it, Sabrina. Yes, stage lights.
I got it, motherfucker. You'll give it to me. Ass whooping.
How's it
Fine. Wasn't my favorite hot takes of all time.
What were your favorite hot takes of all time? What was the episode number?
Yeah.
194. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
That was like 2 episodes ago.
That wasn't that far ago, was it?
That was my favorite one.
That was
it
like
was the one that GR was really upset that I won. That's the one that I liked.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
Almost to
Thanks
200
for supporting,
episodes.
Sean.
I don't watch it unless I'm on. I'll be honest with you. Just come
Peppy,
clean.
one more time, Peppy, hot takes.
You want a hot take? I'll never do hot takes.
All right,
But
Peppy.
that was a hot take, though, right?
That's a hot
That
take in itself. It's a meta
well-
hot take.
We appreciate your irony,
Hot takes in
even if
3,
you can't
2,
count.
1.
Even if you can't count, Peppy,
Oh, he was about to do it. He just counted.
Go.
You're
you go.
Rachel.
And here
They finally gave me some food in the trunk.
Yeah, Peppy's not gonna do it. Peppy's not gonna do it. You know, Peppy, come on, you gotta do it one day. You know, whatever.
Go, brother bone.
Nope, not until you do hot takes. All right, I'm going to start the poll right now, everybody. You tell me who you think won hot takes. Putting it out there right now for you, the audience. Let us know what you think. Thanks. Peppy tries. Peppy's just a pain in the ass sometimes, though. He's just a pain in the
Is
ass.
this payback for last week, Mike? Is this payback for me
I've
just
got
going
no
off
snickety
and
snacks.
naming all the characters that are showing up in Deadpool 3? Is that what this is?
What are you talking about, John?
Okay. I'm just so distracted by this. This is nuts.
All right, well, let's go around table fast while we get the voting going. Sean, what do you think about that X-Men 97, though? It's been really fucking amping up, right? You think it's the best thing that the MCU has ever done?
I would say lately, like when you consider what else has come out, the output just has not been there, guys. And it was hard for this not to fail because they just very clearly made this a nostalgia play. They wanted people like me who, would wake up Saturday morning and watch this shit and think, what the hell's up with this rogue's butt? Why does it make me feel a certain way? But I think it taps in. No, not at all. It's one day you'll get the talk. Once you're out of the trunk, someone will give you the talk. And you'll enjoy it. But I think X-Men 97 is one of those things. It was delivered to the fans in the way that they wanted it to be, and it fell in a pit of terrible terrible things before it, and not a lot of prospects after it, and we're just kind of enjoying it.
We have to,
yeah.
I agree with Sean.
I haven't caught up to it. I still am episode 5 was just really damn well done.
It was
episode
so good.
6 was all right. And I think there's a lot of promise for where they're gonna take the rest of the season. I'm staying away from all the speculation on it. Just I'm trying to enjoy this. I watched. I'll tell you why, Peppy. Because nothing good lasts forever anymore, and attention spans are so down. I forced myself not to rush through the Fallout show. I only just watched the last episode on Sunday because I was like, I'm gonna treat myself and enjoy it. But God, man, the good things don't last, and you got to make this stuff last. So X-Men 97, the longer it can stick around, the better. I'll keep it going, keep a candle on for it.
Who wants to go see this with me?
It's anyone can see it. It's on Disney Plus, Peppy. I'll come over tomorrow.
There you go. Peppy, you need to go check it out, man. That's all I'm saying, So, Mike, that Running Man, you were so excited about the Running Man. Do you think that this is going to be a big hit there over? I haven't even said it in theaters. I guess it's going to be a big hit. You think?
It's going to be massive. I haven't looked at the numbers on Edgar Wright's movies, but I mean, he's one of my favorite directors of the last 20, 25 years. Easy.
Absolutely.
The guy spits fire. Like, I can't think of a bad thing that he's been involved with, like from the Cornetto trilogy to everything else that he's done. I don't know, you know, and like Total Recall and The Running Man are like, to me, Arnold doesn't get any better than that. Like,
I agree.
and The Running Man from the jump was already so it was such great satire and social commentary at the time. And I have been dying for a return to this use of a cyberpunk world to tell these kind of stories that are commentaries on our society. And if you can tell that with kind of a twist on it and attitude, like the way Fallout did, for example, the way the Borderlands video game kind of has used it. Like I can't see it being any more timely than it is right now. Like
Rachel,
it's going to be huge. Everybody's going to want to see that in the theater.
Yeah,
I give you a hard time because I love you.
Thanks, Peppy.
You know,
So
my
You want to bite a watermelon,
Mike's
Peppy?
100%. I agree with Mike.
Mike.
Do it.
Peppy will eat that shit a heartbeat, man.
I believe it.
You know, he will. Sabrina, what do you think? Do you think about this Kim Kardashian thing, cutting out the booze from the Tom Brady thing was smart by Netflix? Does it even matter?
I mean, I'm not surprised she got booed. I wish that they left it in, to be perfectly honest. I would have quite enjoyed watching that situation happen. However, you know, someone said it in the chat, I think it might have been GR, that said, you know, they cut it out because mommy was upset or whatever. So, like, I mean, to be fair, you know, they're a bunch of idiots, but they're also really smart business people. They're all fucking millionaires, billionaires, wherever the fuck. So, you know, whatever you're doing is working, even though it's, you know, disgusting and basically prostituting yourself for fucking likes. And I just think she's a talentless whore who got famous because she released a sex tape. So, you know, I would like to have seen her get booed at, but I don't think it really fucking matters. It's, guess what? We're still talking about it, so she wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it never stops. It never does stop.
I didn't watch it. Did they cut out her entire segments, or was
They
it
just edited out the booze?
her was there and then there's just dead silence for what I assume to be
Did
5
they add
to
in
10
a laugh
minutes?
track?
A 10
No,
to
they
5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of people just not booing because they had to cut it, and
They had to
just
cut it
up
out.
there looking very okay. Well, that's weird.
Yeah, they just cut around it. It's dumb. Like the main ones online, people know that she got booed. You know, like I don't understand why they'd even do it, but
Sean, let's go find some monies a little bit later after the show. Yeah, man.
What now? What now, Pepe? What are you signing me up for? Hello.
he said he wants to go find some honeys after the show. He said with you. I don't know.
You are out of control, Pepe, today. Holy shit.
It's hump day.
It's hump day, and Peppy is
fair.
humping up. Anyways, I'm going to end the poll right now. We've been talking for a while here. I'm going to end the poll, and we can find out who won hot takes. Oh, it's neck and neck tonight. Okay. All right. Might give me a hard time here. I'm just saying.
Great hosting, Brian.
Someone just said that. Tim just said that.
Anyways, we do have a winner, everybody. So the winner is Sabrina wins, everybody. Sabrina wins.
Do it.
Does it feel good, Sabrina?
Oh, I feel spectacular. Only because GR hates when I win. So it's really a dilligaf to you, sir.
Oh boy. Well, congratulations on the hot takes. A round of applause for everybody. Round of applause for everybody. Good hot takes.
I
Appreciate you all.
Some of those balloons were the balloons that
Queen.
Sean sent back.
I did.
Yeah.
She had extra.
If you
balloons,
like what you
but I
see,
gave
extra
them
balloons
back.
that like
because of
button.
John.
Fair.
Because
Yep.
of Sean, I
Yep.
mean.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
appreciate you all here. Great hot takes. But we got a lot to talk about. And of course, it is a hump day. It's a Wednesday. And we get a little nerdy on a hump day. We get nerdy all the time, but we get very nerdy on a hump day. So everybody, I want to talk about some MSU. That's what I was going to say. MCU talk, because
Hey, so
we
great.
got some casting news, everybody. And let's talk about the MCU. Can we talk about the MCU? I'm going to fuck it up because I already forgot.
No. Let's all say it together. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Giancarlo
Esposito.
We did
Giancarlo
it.
Esposito, everybody. And there's no picture apparently here, but we know what he looks like. He's out there. He's doing his thing. I'll bring this one up there because it's kind of fun. But the news came out that the MCU has officially cast him. He was in an interview recently talking about this, and he said that he's officially joining the MCU. Now, what he's saying is this. He's not saying that's happening like in 10 years. He's saying it's sooner rather than later, and it'll be better than you can even imagine. Now, what does this mean? That's the question. Now, we've had a lot of stuff happen with Marvel on top of this. The rumor is Professor X. That's the rumor. Everyone's thinking it. I'm thinking it. We're going through this in our mind, Professor X. It's been a whole fan casting for a long time. I think My Time to Shine said it at one point. A lot of people are saying he's going to be our new Professor X. What happened? What happened? He's joined. It could be the X-Men is ramping up. We got more X-Men talk later tonight, too. But on top of that, Kevin Feige and Bob Iger have been talking about the MCU and the Marvel stuff, about how we've been doing way too much content between 4 shows and 4 movies. They're pumping out too much content a year. They're going to cut it down to 2 movies, 2 shows maybe per year, if not less. And Feige said it's his idea, but then, of course, Bob Iger said in a recent meeting that's his idea. And they did fail this year a little bit. It was a setback, they said, but that setback was great for them to continue forward and kick some ass moving forward. Now, is it the X-Men that's going to save this? Is that what it is? Is that what you think? Is that what these casting news are coming out these days? It's going to be all X-Men stuff? Because that is a big thing happening right now. That's our next big franchise that could save the MCU. What do you think, Sean? Is it X-Men that's coming? Is he going to be Professor X? What do you think?
I don't know. I think this is another case of the internet asking too hard for something. I could totally see him being a Professor X. I just don't agree with it. I feel like that's that character's already defined. We know we kind of recognize where it's going to go. I would love to see him play some of like a newer comic book character, somebody that doesn't, perhaps has really only debuted in the MCU in the Marvel comics and a couple years or so, but I don't know. I don't know if I like him as a Professor X. I think too much. Again, we'll have to see. July comes soon enough. Sabrina, I think you might have coined that term. But,
no, it was definitely you, sweetheart.
Oh, was it? I can't remember.
It was. I just kept doing the callback for you.
We'll have to see where Deadpool and Wolverine leaves things. Yeah, I do. I feel like his style, his delivery, I feel like he could fit in a period piece like Fantastic Four, which leads me to think of a Galactus kind of thing. Otherwise, I thought he would be, and I was thinking of it, just reading the articles that you sent me here. I could see him as a Mr. Sinister too, and I know that we
really good as that
doing Mr. Sinister, because that's kind of where X-Men '97 is leading to be the big bad, and that's all fine and well.
Day. Right at the front of the line.
Okay,
right, Pepe.
I'll buy you a ticket. Get your own little popcorn for that there. But he's a great actor. Obviously, he's very much known for the over the top villain, kind of guy. It was the whole reason I bought Far Cry 6 because he was the bad guy. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'd put him if it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. The only thing sooner rather than later. Definitely not going to be Thunderbolts because that movie might just fucking get canceled.
I think it probably will. Sorry, Thunderbolts.
I think maybe we'll see him in Fantastic Four. I don't hate him as a mole man. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Oh, Molecule Man.
Molecule Man.
Oh, okay. That was a good fan cast. I can see that.
Right. I like Mr. Sinister a lot. I think that'd be actually great, Mr. Sinister. I think that'd be awesome.
Do great with him. Yeah, he's got a timeless look to him. The thing about Mr. Sinister is he's been behind the scene machinations guy, and he's been around for a long time, perfecting genetic code, and has got clones out there. And have Giancarlo go up against Giancarlo. Why not?
It could be a whole thing that X-Men 97 is actually bleeding into the X-Men universe that we talked about last week. That maybe this Wolverine is the Wolverine from 97, and maybe everybody is look at the Multiverse of Madness. That was very similar to the 97 Professor X too. He had the yellow chair that Sabrina loves so much. He came rolling in.
Yes.
Patrick Stewart.
Oh,
In his
Then
high
we
chair.
saw the Beast,
With the
the Beast
Cheerio
at the
high
end
chair?
of Marvels. I know.
I'm
Well,
upset
it's-
he didn't have a bunch of Cheerios on the top of that thing when he rolled in.
She said it's a kid chair, like a height chair.
It's a baby high
Oh,
chair
got
he rolled in on. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Cheerios,
He should have
okay.
a few
Are you
loose
making-
Cheerios rolling around and maybe a spoon.
This
There's some-
gentleman is handicapped. All right, we gotta
I'm
respect
aware,
that.
but
We can't be
wheelchairs
calling
don't
it-
have to look like weird baby toys, okay?
It's a hover chair.
It's a hover
Okay,
chair.
it
Yes,
looks
hover
like a
chair.
baby
It's
toy.
It was-
And
it's
it looked like he
technology.
needed
Right?
a few loose
Yeah.
Cheerios.
Those
I
are
stand by my-
medicinal
I stand by my
Cheerios,
comment.
Sabrina.
Yeah.
Sorry, what
Revolution.
now?
He's
Medicinal.
prescribed those Cheerios.
Yeah, well, he should have been.
It's
I
for bone
think it was a
density,
very good
right?
prescription for
Cheerios
that
is good
chair.
for bones. Is that what Cheerios are for?
That's
No,
just
heart-
Patrick
heart-
Stewart.
heart
though.
healthy.
Sir.
Heart healthy. Bones, heart, same
Yeah.
Same thing.
Not really, but sure.
thing. Yeah. I'm not a doctor.
It's the opposite, actually, but you're welcome.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay.
There's also some crazy stuff that he was talking about though too, about how during like Breaking Bad he was like so broke that he almost like had himself offed, like he was gonna have someone kill himself and then have the insurance policy go to his kids because he had so many kids. He's like, I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to give them the future they would think, and so he had this whole recent article where he was talking about that he was actually planning his own death for insurance paper money. It's crazy what actors do sometimes because they're losing their mind about like, can I make my bills? Can I pay for this? You know, it's really sad. It's really sad. Mike, what do you think about this? Do you think that overall that this is kind of the route they're going to go? Do you think that he'll be a good Professor X? Was he Professor X, or do you think something like Sean's saying he could lean in someplace else? Because he officially said this. He probably wasn't supposed to say this, so was he?
He could say whatever the fuck he wants.
Mike's thinking about something.
No, he said what? I thought you were going to say he said what
Well, he said that he's been cast. He said that, you know, better than you can imagine there will be sooner than later.
Yeah, you know, I just make a bigger fool of myself than usual opining after Sean here. I love Giancarlo Esposito. What I don't see happening, which is something I can tell you, and I have seen a lot of speculation online about, is him coming in as the recast Kang.
No.
Oh,
I don't see that. I don't see that at all.
I can't believe that either.
I don't know. Mr. Sinister would be incredible, though.
Yeah,
I have no idea. I don't know. I kind of feel like we may have not even seen correct speculation on this at all. It may be something that we're not expecting at any point. But anyway, we'll find out in probably just a few days, and we'll be able to talk about it next week.
Yeah, probably. I mean, probably it'll come out before you know. And also, if not, I think July, maybe you'll see something with the Deadpool movie. I think there's a lot going to be happening there.
We can never wait for July to come soon enough.
July can't come soon enough. What do you think, Sabrina? Is he Professor X? Does that make sense for him to be Professor X after Patrick Stewart to be taking that spot? He also said in an interview that he would want to walk. He said, if I'm Professor X, I'd want to walk. I shouldn't be handicapped.
That's fine.
Sean's go with that.
Let him walk. Professor X has lost his ability to walk and regained it more times than I think years I've been on this earth. You know, it really depends. Like he was not wheelchair bound in the latest run by Jonathan Hickman. In the whole X-Men Krakoa, you know, he had his helmet on for the majority of the damn show, or for the majority of the damn series, though. But yeah, he's gone back and forth between having the use of his legs and not having the use of his legs. So I don't give a shit.
What the what?
I don't give a shit.
Well, it's fine. It's like an artistic choice, right? Like you know, it's like Grant Morrison gave him the ability to walk at one point when he was like reborn a little bit. He came out of Cassandra Nova. It was a whole thing. Don't worry about it.
Sean, has anyone seen this show Revolution, a series Revolution? Everyone's
I remember that.
in the chat. I definitely didn't see it, but he apparently played a villain on that as well.
Yeah,
Anybody
he's a great villain.
Wait, was that the Earth loses power? Was that Revolution?
That sounds right.
The show.
It's been so long.
Set in a lawless post-apocalyptic future. Says everyone.
I got it. Nailed it.
Sounds.
And he was so good.
And
what do you think,
put it
Sabrina?
in the chat if I'm correct. I'm sure I am.
Yeah, is that
he does
correct?
always play villains, Sabrina. Would he be better villain or Professor X?
I have a question for Sean really quick.
Oh, sure.
Edward Hyde said that you're
not
correct,
always,
by the way.
Queen.
Yeah, okay. Not always, but sometimes. I wanted you to answer that question. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes. There was a moment when after the No More Mutants. Thank you, Edward. Thank you. I knew it. I knew it was so
I gave
confident.
you fireworks, Sean.
Oh
You're
my
welcome.
God! Give me a balloon back.
You want balloons? I got balloons. Hold on.
No, I don't want any. I don't want them.
They're coming.
Oh shit. Okay. No. Yeah. So in the in the Avengers Disassembled and House of M, the fallout of that. Scarlet Witch famously says no more mutants, and yes, Charles Xavier is one of the ones that is removed from the mutant power having, and he's just walking around. I believe it happens. Yeah, sometimes there's a trade-off, other times it's not.
It happens. It sounds like a really solid plan.
Just like the show. I'm gonna go watch Revolution. I remember this show, and I think. There was like the whole thing was there was like one guy had like a computer that he could boot up, and he was talking to somebody. Yeah, there's like but there was like horses, and they were having to teach themselves how to like make a windmill, and yeah, I think it was that kind of show. I'm sure it did not last long. No.
I think it did one season. I think it only did one season.
There you go.
I never heard of it.
Hey, but you got that great windmill in your backyard out of it, though. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. How long ago was this show?
Probably. I was out here. I was living in Los Angeles.
2012.
So
was it
2012?
Was it before Breaking Bad? Yes. No.
Maybe. Was it with the dinosaurs? Were there dinosaurs in that one?
No,
Brian, that was a different show.
World, Brian.
Oh my God, I remember that show.
The dinosaur one? I like that one a lot.
2 seasons.
Like,
Thank you, Edward. I love you.
We fucking blew the world up. We suck. We got to send all these people back in time to recolonize the world. We'll try it again, but with dinosaurs. Great premise, guys.
So good.
I believe the dinosaurs look like shit.
We are missing some dinosaur content on television and movies. We need to really ramp up the dinosaur.
There's a lot of people on this Revolution show. I remember. Okay.
There's a lot of people. I mean, it was actually like I'm surprised it didn't go long.
Anyway, go ahead.
Nah, I don't know. So Sabrina, bad guy for him, or should he be Professor X?
Honestly, I feel like I don't like to typecast a person, and I think I would like to see him be a good guy or a better guy, maybe, but I don't see him as Professor X at all. Also, kind of disappointed in his whole Moff Gideon situation on Mandalorian. I know that's an unpopular opinion. He didn't seem menacing to me.
Terra Nova.
Just didn't. I know that's what I was telling you. I was getting that to you, Sean.
That was totally it.
That was it. That was the dinosaur ship.
Edward Hyde gets the gold star for knowing all the things today. Good for you, buddy.
Wow.
Thank you. You won fact check takes right now. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Edward Hyde. Appreciate you, man.
Woo! So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I did just watch the Netflix show that Guy Ritchie did called The Gentleman. He was spectacular in that. I think he's a spectacular actor. I don't know. I feel like that's something like Star Wars and the Marvel universe are like kind of akin, those two universes. And I was not thrilled with the Mandalorian situation. So I'm not sure. I think I could go either way. I don't have a strong opinion on it, but I just feel like, he's a great actor. I don't want to say he can't do something. I just wasn't thrilled with like the menacing villain that he was supposed to be playing in The Mandalorian. So I kind of maybe want to see him play a good guy of some sort. I just think Professor X is maybe not the right person for me personally.
Good to see you, Edward Hyde.
Oh, Peppy just wanted to say that. All right.
Peppy wants to let you know you're doing a great job.
Yeah, Peppy's happy to see you.
Wow.
Edward Hyde. What up, homie?
Oh, how are we doing? Sorry. That freaked me out, actually.
What's that?
I don't think this dog is really talking?
Peppy's here, man.
Yeah.
What did you think was happening?
Wow.
Yeah, he's here, man. It's Pep Star,
And
Peppy's,
guess what?
Holy shit.
Edward Hyde is returning the hello to you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
just pay attention more and do your job during hot takes, Peppy. Please, thank you. Did you say bow, wow, wow?
Come on, Sean. Really?
No, I said
Yippee yo, yippee yay.
I said wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow.
He said bow,
Don't
wow,
drink too
wow.
much, Sean.
It's not Friday, Peppy.
It's fucking water. What are you talking about?
Anyways, everybody, this is happening. He has been cast in the MCU. Will he be Professor X? Will it be Mr. Sinister? Could it be the mole on Mole Man's ass. Who knows? We'll find out very soon. I gotta tell you that. But I can't wait to find out. It's gonna be a great actor, and I hope he gets a good challenging role that he can kick some ass on and take some names and just dominate the MCU with. But anyways, we got a lot to talk about tonight. Somebody else that's coming back is maybe Shatner, so it's time for us to get into it. All right, everybody. I want to talk about William Shatner for a second because Shat Attack came forward and said he actually is hoping to come back to Star Trek now. And after all this time, I think it's a little bit late for him, I would say. Man, I mean, he's 93 years old. I'm just saying, when Leonard Nimoy came back, that was the time, man. That was the time, I think. And now he's like, you could de-age me like 10, 20, 30, 40 years. No. De-age me. The technology is there. So just de-age me, bring me back, give me a good storyline. If it's something good, meaty, juicy, I'm all about it. Hump day. So he wants to come back if it's something that's substantial, something that's good, something that he would actually be able to sink his teeth into. He doesn't want a cameo, but he said at his age, he knows the technology is good. He said maybe, he goes, I know I died. He said, no, I died in Generations, but he said maybe I could be frozen after that. Maybe they froze Captain Kirk. Now I have to bring him back for some secret mission. So that's what he wants to do. If there's an opportunity, he's very open to it. He's 93. So he's very agile. He's riding horses still. He's talking about his wife's cooking, about how she's giving anti-inflammatory medicine and food to him, so he's doing very well. So Shatner coming back. What do we think about that? What do we think about that? Shatner coming back. That was fun. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Mr. Mike Casey, let's go to you first. Do you think the Shat Attack should come back? You met him before. You had a great story about him bouncing on the stone stage. We're having a party. Yep. What do you think about his potential career striking up another pose for one more time, grabbing that phaser and taking that chair on the bridge once again?
So he wants to get run through the Benjamin Button algorithm, right? He wants to be de-aged, but you're still going to have the old man, they're going to have to edit out the walker and everything. I don't know how many years you can remove plausibly. That said, I mean, there's the holodeck. You can always have some pseudo alternate program where they're running where Kirk lived and somebody wanted to be able to ask him advice for some kind of, space problems that they were having at the time. He's just promoting his new documentary, You Can Call Me Bill, Brian. That's all that's happening. He's not going to be coming back. It could plausibly happen. They're not going to de-age him though.
Yeah, you don't think there's a lot of money to de-age him, it's a lot to actually make that happen. But I think if he wanted it just like these fur babies, you don't think he could have it?
Tribbles.
Troubles, that's their name. That's their name.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not up to him. Although there's so many good Star Trek properties. There's more quality, not contiguous, but simultaneously running Star Trek properties going now than ever before. So they could find a spot. I don't know if he would just. I think if he wanted a cameo though, he would just show up and ask somebody directly rather than blast it out at the internet. He's promoting the documentary. I don't even know do you know what it's on, Brian? I
don't even know what the documentary is on. No, I don't. I don't remember. I didn't hear.
You Can Call Me Bill.
You can call me Bill, everybody. You can call me Bill. We'll figure it out.
Somebody knows. Paul Simon song.
If you call me Bill, I will be there at the front door.
And Billy, when you call me, you can call me Bill.
Call me Bill. Oh, okay. Sean, what do you think about this? Think that just Shat Attack should come back?
No, I mean two things immediately come to mind. Number one, has he just been on the record saying I'm never being Shatner again? Is that why this is a big deal?
He said he would never be Kirk again. Yeah, he said he wouldn't do it.
Well, okay, so then the man got bored. That happens. I get it. people change their mind once they're retired and the phone stops calling. The second thing, and this is really maybe some of the younger viewers won't know this, but he was the Priceline negotiator.
He was.
Remember that? And there was.
Yes.
There was
he gave it to Kylie Cuoco as his daughter on the commercial.
Hold on a second. Did he give it to her? That's a conspiracy theory, because there was a filming. It was a whole. I don't know why I caught this on a TMZ. This is stuck in my craw for 10, 15 years, however long ago this was. But he got wind when he got on set that they were going to kill off the Priceline negotiator and introduce Kaylee Cuoco in the same thing. And like he just called a bunch of paparazzi to come and be like, "Yes, I think they're thinking of killing me, and I don't know. I'm going to talk to my agent. We'll see what happens." And like made a whole fuss about it. And I'm not even sure if they ended up using the commercial after this, but they just silently phased him out. The dude likes to hold on to things. He's very protective, and he's old enough where let him do what he wants. If he wants to come back as Kirk, fine. Does it make sense? Should it hamstring some young CBS exec to figure out how he works it? No. Hey, that's great that you're interested in this, Kirk, and I'm interested in losing 40 pounds. We're not going to get there. That's just not in the cards for me. But God bless him. I don't know. Shatner had his time. He did wonderful with it, and he did some terrible things with it, and he made some choices. But for fuck's sake, no.
Time travel.
Yeah,
I like that idea. Edward Heights
the Priceline, like this just
Priceline's crazy.
Threw that Priceline story back in my head of like, do you remember that?
I swear there was a commercial of him being or her being his daughter or his niece or something.
Yeah.
Like I swear they somehow either they shot stuff with him and shot stuff with her and pieced it together, or he was like, "I'm gonna take this last paycheck." You know what I mean? Like one or the other. I don't know.
I think it was like such a like he pushed back with the whole killing him thing. Killing him off, and like he kept showing up. Yeah, you can't show but he and her would start showing off or showing up like in the same commercials.
Yeah, doing
and
like
she
a
would
battle.
And she would be like just taking the gun from him because he couldn't figure out how to work technology, or just
She's like
ever
hold on
so
a minute,
suddenly.
Dad.
They had guns
ever
in
so
these commercials?
suddenly. What?
They had guns in these commercials?
No, it was a Priceline Priceline tool.
It was like a scanner.
Right.
Little scanner.
Like a flow situation.
Like every often you saw him just getting pushed to the side, and you knew what the fuck was going on.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden he was like,
yeah, that was it. That was it for the negotiation.
It wasn't booked on Priceline. Don't worry about it.
No.
Yeah. And that was that. So Sabrina, what do you think though? Do you think that he should come back to do this? I mean, it's not Priceline, of course. He's been doing those little things for a long time. It's like what made his career. And he fought it for years. He could have came back in the last reboots where they actually had Leonard Nimoy and he didn't do it. And then they've done how many shows and stuff. Have we gone too far?
I think his most heartfelt performance was when he got off that penis fucking jet that Jeff Bezos fucking built. So
that was pretty big.
I'm like, literally, they had the camera on him. He's crying. He's weeping. He's so fucking. And Jeff Bezos is like, look at me. I have stuff to say. I was like, oh God, you let the guy have a fucking minute for fuck's sake. No, I don't think he should come back. Who was it? I think it was Buck Rogers that said, they should do a Star Trek multiverse film. Like in that case, why doesn't everyone? Oh, they did. I don't watch Star Trek. Everyone.
They kind of did that when they had Picard. And
they retconned
Generations.
the whole series.
Yeah. It was a really weird.
Did they coin the multiverse situation? Did it get
technically
stolen from that?
No. Jesus was the first multiverse.
Well, happening for a long
obviously.
time.
That's canon.
Like,
that's canon.
Rises on a different day every year.
All the apostles, all that shit. That's a multiverse.
And Mary Magdalene's one of the apostles.
Because it's multiple verses in a book. It's multiple verses.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
We're learning.
Genesis, Psalms, John, look at you.
Brian, I gotta shout you out for these gifts, bro. This is just incredible. I can't believe I haven't said anything up until now. Him slapping himself, rubbing little fur guys on himself.
A lot of stuff
I do remember him. Yeah, him and a bunch of like Star Trek actors and like this also happened to Christopher Reeves, right? Where it's like they were so famous for this specific role and they just kept, and Adam West, right? It was the same kind of like timeline where they just got typecast and all the things that they were getting to try and become not associated with that character were just not working. They were just still getting the same things. And I think now, like, you have a lot of contemporary actors, and especially in voice actors, that are just like leaning in, being like, if I'm known for this and it's steady work, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah.
And like back then, like there was a huge effort. I remember because I was there.
I'm
Tuesday.
I'm 84.
Was it a hump day maybe?
And
Crackheads
yeah,
always run.
I don't recall that.
something
Crackheads
that
always
needs to
run. What do you
happen?
mean you don't recall that?
That's the question,
Sideshow.
Peppy. Does it need to happen, though? I don't know if it needs to happen. I don't think, guys, does this need to happen, though? He doesn't need to happen, right? We're fine without the Shat attack coming back.
No.
That's
Do you
all
want the short or the long version?
Oh,
No version.
I want the short version, Peppy. Like, is this good? Is this bad? Is this something you're going to see? I mean, that's the question. Like, if you don't want to see it, then we don't want to see it either. That's it.
Who cares?
how the fuck did you just make it rain? It rains too?
That's how I roll, babe.
Yeah.
Who is this for? That's all I'm wondering. Who is this for?
It's for William Shatner, Pepe. I think
Yeah,
we know
It
that's-
is
that.
100%. You want to have a laser
no.
fight? I will use my.
I've seen the lasers.
stick.
The lasers
No,
are old.
sure
ass.
You haven't seen the rain? That's the only thing you
I haven't seen rain. I haven't seen rain.
Well,
fun.
I have to find something else to do.
Why?
I like to amaze you.
Hmm.
That's why.
Okay. Well, everybody, this is happening. Shat Attack is coming back. Maybe he wants
Maybe.
to.
This is
he's
happening.
thinking about it.
Maybe.
He's thinking about it. I think if the opportunity comes to the table, he's going to take it, pick it up, square with that sumbitch, stick it back into his pocket, and take that paycheck. But I don't know if it's going to happen or not. We'll have to wait and see because Shatner wants it. And if he wants it, he'll have a party about it, right? Mike, he'll have a party and he'll celebrate. And he'll get back on that bridge and say, it doesn't say engage. What's this thing? I don't know. That's
I don't know
go.
what Kirk said.
What's he say? If somebody knows, let us know.
I don't
Not
know.
engaged.
Get out of here, guys.
Jordan
He
would
said,
know.
kiss me, ethnic woman." That's what he,
He said, "Kiss me where it smells funny."
Yeah.
No, he
And
said,
that's
"I will
what
kiss you on the
Vin
mouth
Diesel
when
says
there's no
every
way."
day. And Vin Diesel's coming back, everybody. That's right, for the Chronicles of Riddick one more time. Sabrina doesn't like this. But Chronicles of Riddick 4 is coming. The fourth one they're going to start shooting on August 26th. Furia, I guess. Furia is the name of it. And the whole description is, of course, he is a convict out there on the run in the galactic universe, and there's a bunch of bounty hunters coming after him, and he's going back to his home planet, his home world that he barely remembers, but he fears might be left in ruins. But before he finds out that the Furians are actually fighting for their existence on his home planet against a new monster, and these Furians are more like Riddick than he could have ever imagined. And the original director, creator's coming back, David Talye, and they're working together one more time. This is the fourth one. Of course, we had Pitch Black back in 2000. We had Chronicles of Riddick in 2004 and Riddick in 2013. And I think this is happening, if you ask me, because the Fast movies are ending. So he's like, what else do I have in my repertoire of movies? I have the Riddick movies. So I think he's thinking that he's going to die into this world because this is the very last one that is coming out for Fast and Furious. It's been delayed. Another year. You're not getting that Fast 11 for another year. And I think most of it's in the can, but they'll probably be doing reshoots and stuff like that. So I think he's going to try to delve into this franchise. It did well in order to have another substantial role moving forward. Of course, Groot's not around as much anymore with the Guardians. He might have some I Am Groots left. Who knows? Do we really need a sequel to Riddick? Queen, that's the question. I mean, honestly, I don't think we do. I think he's reaching into his bag of movies. He doesn't have many in there, and he pulled the first card out, and it came out Riddick. There was two in there. It was Riddick. There was what was one where he was a nanny or some shit? There was the
pacifier.
The pacifier. Yes. He had the pacifier in there, and in the fast one he had to tear up and throw in a corner and cry about because it's gone. So that's it. That's it. That's all he's got.
Well,
I know,
that
Peppy.
lawyer, right? What was that lawyer movie too?
Oh yeah, he had hair. He had hair in that too, didn't he?
He had hair.
Terrible.
Find Me Guilty.
Yeah.
Find Me Guilty too.
I mean,
That was the name of the
Electric
movie?
Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Find
I
Me
watched
Guilty.
this one at
Yeah.
home.
Peppy will watch this one at home.
Yeah.
He wasn't Saving Private Ryan for like 38 seconds. It was probably his best performance ever.
I don't think they're gonna do a sequel to Saving Private Ryan.
No, I'm just saying that's
probably
probably the best acting performance that man's ever put forth aside from Groot, honestly.
Boy, oh boy, I can't wait for the Deadpool.
Peppy, I know we're all excited about Deadpool, not this. Sabrina, what do you think about this? Do you think this is a good idea for him to reach in his bag of tricks and pull out one more Riddick?
No, dude. I mean, honestly, like, I don't even know how this motherfucker is so lucky to have, like, worked so much. He had 52 Fast and the Furious movies. He's got fucking Guardians of the Galaxy / Marvel Universe. And he's got, I can't believe there's so many of these dumb movies also. Like, what? He's a terrible actor. He's terrible. The only thing ever that made me, like, remotely impressed was the fact that I haven't either, William Buck Rogers. I have not. And why would you? It's Vin Diesel. Run away. Run far, far away. It's not going to be rewarding because he's a sucky shithole actor. And the only thing
He's
the only line you
spot
deliver is
on.
like family. It's family. Who's family? Shut the fuck up. Okay.
And then,
the only
snap
thing,
some prison guards' necks and don't
Sure,
think about their
yeah.
families.
okay. It's the only
Right.
problem. Like I saw when I saw the first Guardians of the Galaxy film, I was like, I could not believe that it was him doing Groot because there's so many. Like he's communicating with only saying one sentence. So I was remotely. Oh fucking look at this picture! God damn it!
He's
I
eating
was
Cheerios.
remotely impressed.
Good callback,
Remotely
Brian.
impressed by. Yeah, that was a good callback. He is eating Cheerios. Oh, I bet
On the
Professor
side.
X is in that spaceship with his high chair. So yeah, my point is that it's a hard no for me. I don't know who the fuck is trying to greenlight and some nonsense like this. Yeah, I agree, Edward Hyde. This guy is whatever. I don't know. He apparently is like gropey. He also is not a great actor. He did one good job with his voice doing the I Am Groot situations, which I was slightly impressed with, and gave him like another. I was like, all right, maybe he's not as horrible as I think he is, but he is. He is. I'm sorry. He is. And no, I'm going to take a hard no to this Chronicles of Riddick bullshit.
The Chronicles of Riddick. Yeah, I don't know, Sabrina. I don't think this is for a lot of people. There might be some fans out there.
There are.
Peppy, will it be successful? Will it be? Peppy says fail. I just don't think it's gonna be. I just don't think it's gonna be good. Mike, can it be successful? Can we reboot this sumbitch, continue the storyline, and make it great again? Or do you give Sabrina that this is just not supposed to be happening? We shouldn't be doing this shit. I agree, Peppy.
If I'm hearing Sabrina's right, she's saying, "Let's get rid of this dick."
Yep, that's right. Another pun on.
That's terrible. That's
Hump Day.
terrible. Okay, so the guy presents an incredibly strong argument for going bald when you're young, same as Patrick Stewart, right? Because then you get to pop into the same series of movies 25 years later, and you're not like Captain Kirk being like, okay, bring the Benjamin Button technology, like it just works. That said, the guy plays Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm going to give him a pass.
Hey.
Everybody, get out there.
That's not fair. That is not fair.
Pull out your Riddick commemorative sweatpants that were just re-released.
No.
Get them on. Get your popcorn bucket Riddick Dune holes that have just been re-released, and get to the theater. Because Vin Diesel needs our support. Why? He produced the Fast movies. Why would he ever put a stop to him? What is it? How is this happening?
He's not the only person producing it. It's not like he's like, oh, I'm going to put up all the money to make this movie. Like, what do you do? Are you confused on what a producer does?
Yeah, but he could though if he wanted to.
Well, if he could, then why is he doing another shithole movie?
That's a great question. I ask that question as well.
Yeah, the great question is, I have zero things to dig into and fucking handle because I'm terrible. So I'm just going to ride off these 3 franchises that keep going and going and going. That's what he's doing. And this
I haven't seen any of
the
those.
GIF is so obnoxious. I'm going to kill myself. Can you please
it really
change
comes
it?
out of that
I'm gonna jump off a bridge.
Right around 2000, like when everything was like way too cool for school. I couldn't even handle it at the time. Like, but
Just
there are fans.
Mike, look at him in that GIF. He's like, fuck off, dude. You're terrible. He's terrible. And also grabby, by the way.
Movie. I know my brother loves these movies. He might be really excited. There's probably a fan base for this. They have done 3, and people keep making more.
Yeah, I'm sure there's
Kyle,
like 5
Kyle loves
people
them.
who really like it. Like, I'm sure
You believe that, right?
Yeah, I could have said Kyle.
Yeah.
Definitely not Jason.
Yeah. I just think that it could be good. Fans might love this. It might be a great thing maybe for them. And if you're a fan, you might be super excited. Sean, are you a fan of these movies? Are you super excited they're going to come back and do more Riddick?
Not only am I a fan of the Riddick movies, I enjoyed the Riddick video game tie-ins.
Video game tie-ins?
There were 2 of them, I believe. Maybe 1. I can't remember at this point. I actually forgot there was a 3rd Riddick. It's very forgettable. No, I'm with you. I did not even remember a 3rd movie until you said it. I like Pitch Black. That was my problem.
A good movie.
Prime Riddick. They had
Real
some
quick,
good other
Queen said he wasn't
ideas
even in it, right?
No, he was
wasn't
in
even
it.
Really in it.
He wasn't in it, but he wasn't the main focus, right?
Right.
He
That's why it was
an ensemble. Yeah, it was like a who's gonna die next kind of movie. Like it was that kind of thing.
Escape from Butcher Bay, is that what you're talking about, Sean?
Yeah, there was like that. And is it Butcher Bay or is it like a theme? I gotta look it up. Google. Hold on. What the fuck is it called?
Riddick cartoon?
I'll look it up.
I think it was actually.
It was Escape from Butcher Bay and Assault on Dark Athena. So there you go. So, and here's the cool thing about Chronicles Riddick Escape from Butcher Bay. It was a prequel tie-in to the movie.
Hell yeah.
It's amazing. There's a whole universe to
That's
explore.
so insane.
You never hear this. If the dude wants to make more Riddick movies and there's a studio and a producer and a crew out there that want to fucking join Vin Diesel for 5 months of fun, go for it. I'm sure the man is very nice. He cares about family, obviously. By the way,
touches people.
I did have a recent trivia experience that I have to complain about because when you hear Vin Diesel, what is the first word or first thing that comes to your mind?
Family.
Paul Walker.
Family.
I would say
Corona.
Corona's good too. I'd say family. Family.
It's bald. And I said, are you fucking kidding me?
Come on.
The man is known for family.
Bullshit.
That's
It
bullshit.
has to have been family. No.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this. You say family.
I'm going to take this to the Supreme Court.
There's
And
so many famous
they're going to hear it.
Supreme Court of
They're gonna
Milton
hear
and
me.
Bradley. They will be very happy to hear from you.
Is that who does all trivia related?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Milton Bradley.
It's a Milton Bradley Supreme Court. There's two justices, and their names are Milton and Bradley. No,
Chronicles of Riddick won a VGX award for best game based on a movie or television show.
They didn't see The Last of Us yet,
and it won an MTV Movie Award because it was a video game based on a movie.
It doesn't even exist anymore.
It doesn't.
No, they're digital now. They had it digital. I think they had them digital, didn't they? I think they had them digitally. It's like really small now.
Oh,
no one cares.
Oh, I like Katie Sackhoff.
She's great.
Ooh.
She was in that. Oh, she was wonderful in that. Katie Sackhoff was great. She was great.
Do you?
What else about Chronicles?
You see this being a blockbuster though, Sean, coming back because there was a fan base.
No, don't do it. No, it's not going to be. No, it's. We'll get whatever we want, and we'll enjoy it. We never even got him Bloodshot, right? That came out right before the world decided to have a pandemic, and we never really gave that movie any kind of credit. Give him another shot at Bloodshot.
No.
Why the fuck not? Yeah, give Vin Diesel everything.
He's terrible.
Put him. He's going to be Gandhi in the next Gandhi movie.
He hired a woman
do a
to
Groot spin-off, maybe
just show up with him at events and stuff, and then wouldn't let her out of his hotel room. Like, dude, I'm good with you. You're a nightmare.
Was there a contract?
Maybe don't treat your family. Maybe treat people that work for you like your family. Like, would you like if anyone did that to your sister?
It was like an
Probably
employee
not.
situation?
Probably not.
No.
Yes, exactly.
Oh no.
Yeah, not great.
And men are pigs. Let's be honest.
And you want to know what? It doesn't even matter. That's a sidebar. He's just a terrible actor.
Hey, get into it. Let's get into it, Sabrina. We can get into it.
I am into it. I am into it. Okay, all of it. It's happening.
11. All right.
Yeah.
Someone say treat.
We did not say treat, Peppy. But this is happening. The Chronicles of Riddick is coming back for one more, probably a lot more. If this does well, you'll probably spin off into 3 more, I think. I'd imagine, because again, he doesn't have a lot of stuff happening after Fast and Furious, so he needs something else. And but he still has legalities going on with the whole sexual assault allegations. We'll have to see. I really don't know, but I hope that if you're a fan of this, you're excited about this. I wasn't a big fan. With Pitch Black, I was. The rest of them, I really wasn't. But maybe they can find a new.
The less Vin Diesel, the better. That's the theme.
Well, maybe they can find a new set of legs for this new reboot or recontinuation or retelling of the story, but be a continuation. I hope it does well for fans. I really do.
Brian, I just realized he was in the Fast and Furious series, which is all about cars. His name is Vehicle Identification Number Diesel.
Oh my God!
What?
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Built for Fast and Furious.
He's got the most vehicular-centric name of any person in the world.
Which is why it's gone for 10 fucking goddamn stupid movies that you want to kill yourself for.
And somebody else that is built like a rock, is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And Dwayne The Rock Johnson, everybody, his arch nemesis from Fast and the Furious, is back in the news for one more thing. And what is that? Well, the rumor is out there that broke down today from My Time to Shine is The Rock is coming to be Apocalypse. Let's talk about that. That leads me to our featured story of the night. Great take, Mike. But Dwayne The Rock Johnson, we've been talking about The Rock a little bit recently, but Dwayne The Rock Johnson is back in the news because, well, Apocalypse is being announced right now for the X-Men. Now, we knew Oscar Isaac played him before, and Oscar Isaac was fucking crazy in that part, if you ask me.
Very rapey.
He was a little rapey. He was definitely a little rapey. I wasn't a big fan of Oscar Isaac. I think he's a great actor in general, but I don't think he was like the best to be this part. I think he gave it his all. The script was weird. I think it was an odd script, odd presentation of Apocalypse. It looked more like Ivan Ooze from Power Rangers than anything else, if you ask me.
Much more Ivan Ooze.
The Ooze Man cometh, but now with the Dwayne The Rock Johnson cometh, that's the plan, and he would be one of the villains in the new X-Men movie. Is another thing too. Of course, there's conversations constantly happen about this. The discussions are happening apparently internally at Marvel. Maybe The Rock be the good Apocalypse, and of course, Egyptian god mutant from back in the day coming up to destroy the whole universe, conquer, dominate, survival of the fittest was his motto. Would The Rock really be great for this? The Rock Queen. That came out today. It's been going over the internet. It came out a couple hours ago before the show. And it's not official, but that's who they're talking about. Now, Shazam did not work out too well from The Rock, like The Rock really. But maybe The Rock could be. I mean, he's built like freaking a Greek god, a lot of ways. He's The Rock. He's like solid. He's like big. He's menacing. He's kind of like maybe the MCU's kind of Thanos in a lot of ways from the mutants Thanos, maybe. I don't know. I think he could be good. I think The Rock could be good. He needs a villain part maybe that could work for him. The Rock and the X-Men, why isn't he Colossus? That's a very good point, William Buck Rogers. I think he would be a good Colossus as well. But I think because of Deadpool, we already have a Colossus. I think he'll probably bleed into the MCU, I would think too. It could be fake news. But that's what My Time to Shine is. One of the people that have been right on a lot of things, a lot of stuff out there online. We've covered a bunch of their things. So maybe not. The trades were on that. Would it be good? Would it not be good? Sean, what do you think? Dwayne The Rock Johnson, do you smell it? Do you think he's a good choice to be Apocalypse?
One of Vin Diesel's kids is named Pauline, and I just think that's lovely. I don't want The Rock to be Apocalypse. I'm kind of sour on The Rock the more I learn about it, to be honest with you. Like, just the whole Black Adam thing rubbed me the complete wrong way. You kind of bullied it to get into this movie. It was fucking terrible. It never was going to be anything, and yet you got your way, and you're a big, you pee in bottles, and that's a nice little standee. I like that. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't like The Rock. I don't like The Rock as Apocalypse. I give him some bit part, maybe.
Rockalypse, if you will.
He's back on WWE. Doesn't even need to do movies anymore. I don't, the man had a Fast and the Furious spinoff, right? That is gross. And this
makes me hungry a little bit.
This was taken yesterday. This is a photo from yesterday, which is nuts. There you go, Rogue's butt. But no, I don't like it. I don't know. I just, Apocalypse, especially how he has been handled in the Krakoan era of X-Men in the comics, it does not lend itself to a Rock. Apocalypse has been played more like a Doctor Doom, like a gentleman villain. Someone that's pushed himself and just well-mannered and good-natured. Obviously, he just goes about his goals in a completely fucked up way. I just don't see it for Rock. Let him be the Scorpion King again. I don't know. Oscar, yeah, I feel bad for Oscar Isaac.
We're at like the 30th anniversary of The Mummy, aren't we?
Are we?
I think we are. Yeah.
I think we do a shot. Oh, we lost Sabrina. She disappeared. It's creepy.
25th anniversary. Yeah, just a couple of days ago.
But let's do a shot-for-shot remake of the Mummy. The Rock can do Brendan Fraser's role. Brendan Fraser can do The Rock's role. Billy Zane can do Rachel Wise's Rachel Wise's role. Just do a whole switcheroo, and Jimmy Fallon will be the comedic sidekick that loses his teeth or whatever. I can't remember that one. That was 25 years ago. The Mummy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't see no snacks. Where the snickety snacks at? Come on, y'all can't do pep like this.
Do you not feed this dog? What are we doing?
No, he eats so much. He's a Cirque du Soleil actor. He like literally jumps around on everything, escapes. He's like Houdini.
Oh, okay.
He works out more than any human or dog has ever in the history of life. He's 7.5 pounds. The man, the dog, the legend. He just pounces around like he's literally part of Cirque du Soleil. It's insane. Like he burns every calorie you give him. He eats me out of house and home. I don't know how I'm supposed to afford to cook food. I cook food for him. I don't know how.
True, Edward.
He eats it all.
Yeah,
and like never gains a pound and is always starving.
But it's all about the cardiovascular system. We need to really break that down. For a dog of that size, you're burning a lot more calories because you're closer. It's science.
It's a gravity
I'm
situation.
He also has allergies. He has to eat bison or venison or cod or salmon. Like he can't have normal things like chicken or beef. Everything's organic. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a lot.
I don't know.
I
can't imagine. I can't imagine Kevin Feige being like, he's so concerned about the way Marvel is developing, would be like, yeah, fuck it, we're going all in on Rock. Brahma Bull, baby. I just want
Bull.
Black Adam? No.
Sabrina, so do you want to see Dwayne the Rock Johnson be Apocalypse? Is he better than Oscar Isaac?
No, I don't want to ever see Apocalypse again. I'm going to be clear about that. Oscar Isaac and Olivia Munn in that movie was fucking just too much for me to handle. Olivia Munn's entire role was this. Ready?
Oh. Well, don't forget the swords.
Here's the thing.
Don't forget the sword.
She was just peering behind rocks and staring at people. It was really fucking obnoxious. Yes, the sword also, but like literally most of the movie, she was just like eavesdropping and peering behind things without lines. Like, I'm like, who paid you to fucking be here? So fucking stupid. Like, but anyway, Oscar Isaac is a spectacular actor. I don't know if it was directing or writing or a weird choice that he made, but it was so off-putting. I literally left the movie theater. I'm like, why did he want to fuck everything that he saw? Like, man, woman, child, rock. He didn't care. Like, he literally was like, I'm good. This is how I control you with my sexual power. But he looks like that. Like, I just don't even understand. Like, honestly. Like, thank you, Queen. It was like literally, I left the movie theater and I was like, I don't understand what's happening right now. So no, I don't want Rock to. I don't want anyone to be Apocalypse. My Apocalypse experience has really reached its hilt with that experience in the movie theater 10 years ago or 8 years ago or 6 years ago, or whatever the fuck it was. So no, thank you. And I know The Rock has had some questionable situations happen with him. I always really felt like he was a really good person, and I always really liked him. I liked his personality. I felt like he always tried to help people. He would always post like inspirational things. Oopsie, sorry. And like, I know people that worked with him on set, and they were, like, oh, he's such a nice person, so I've had a high regard for him. I don't wish him like poorly or whatever. I just don't think that this is, and Black Cat, he was, like you said, bullied his way kind of into that whole situation. I just don't, no. My answer is no. Final answer.
Yeah.
Regis.
No. Yeah, I mean, I can see him playing this part, but I just don't know if they go that route. There's all the controversy about him being late to set too, like Sean was saying. Different universes.
Yeah, he said it was as a parallel to Black Adam. I didn't read it because I was talking, but yeah, no, different universes, but different
everything, and so they could probably make it happen. I don't know, but Mike, what do you think? Do you think The Rock has the muscle, the brains, the brawn, the talent to be Apocalypse and kick some X-Men ass, or do you think that this is just a horrible fake news rumor that we shouldn't even pay any attention to and give no light of day to anymore?
I don't know. This source is supposedly credible for The Rock playing Apocalypse, isn't it?
It's true. It's very true.
I don't really see it happening either. Honestly, I love the X-Men. I've watched all of the X-Men movies front to back multiple times, except I've literally probably tried to watch Apocalypse 5 times and fallen asleep every time. I've never made it out of Agent EJ.
It's terrible.
I don't know why that is. That could be something
It's
wrong
because
with
Olivia
me.
Munn is taking up screen time for 10 minutes peering behind a rock.
It could be that. I don't know. What I am thinking about though is where would he make sense in the X-Men universe? Like, because I don't even know Sean, where do you think Apocalypse stacks up for most like cinematic
Yep, Queen.
X-Men villains?
I think if you distill who the character is down to his core, you have to strip away a lot of things that make him interesting to make him understandable, right? If that's fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Apocalypse was a completely different character, or at least portrayed in a different way in the X-Men original cartoon series versus Oscar Isaac's interpretation of it. It's a complex character, a lot of layers there, a lot of powers there. That level of omnipotence, I don't think is great for the screen. I don't think they ever really
you
quite
gotta
pull
nerf
off
it.
God. Yeah, you have to nerf it. It's almost one of those things where it's like we've tried to make this work and it just doesn't. Why do we not just give it a more screen friendly villain to kind of build a special effects toward? I just don't see this. A lot has to be changed. A lot has to be stripped away from the character to really make it make sense in that Marvel Cinematic Universe. And that's even considering what they introduce in, Deadpool and Wolverine and everything to follow that. I don't see it happening. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Right.
I have never been wrong, but I'm overdue. So
I don't know. Maybe they don't have to bring him in as a main villain. Like if we get him in as Colossus as a bit part or a cameo where he's not
Colossus
like
is already cast.
he's put in
he could
another
be strong
Colossus.
guy.
Multiverse
Guy.
Those extra mutants
Strong
all
bad.
the time. It would be nice. It would be nice for a while if The Rock is involved. If everything doesn't have to be The Rock show.
Wait.
Oh
show
yeah,
up, do
that's
something
good.
baller.
That's a good point. Buck Rogers just said.
Yeah, Edward Hyde said, "Would Kevin Feige put up with The Rock being late?" And this is an amazing response. Wouldn't Apocalypse have to be Apocalypse? Apocalypse have to. I was like, wait, that's not English.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Good point.
Wait, what did you say?
Esposito.
What was the last name? No, you said Esposito or
Yeah,
something.
you did manage to. Never mind. We don't have to talk
So
about
we've
that.
moved past it. We believe
we
it.
did.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but that's
So
the rumor.
Good chat, guys.
That's the rumor that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson coming in as Apocalypse. I don't know if I believe it either. I think that My Time to Shine's been right for a lot of things, so maybe they have some inside info. But a lot of bad things have been happening with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson recently, so maybe that would stop Kevin Feige.
Do you have a list of what he's been right before?
Not off the top of my head, but
Okay.
On the side.
I just am wondering.
It's
We're-
fairly credible.
we're gonna come back next Wednesday.
than
We'll have a
most.
list when Sean and Mike and Sabrina we're all here together. I'll bring a list and I'll show you everything that he's been
Don't
right about.
bother.
But there were some things like just cameos and stuff like that. Like honestly, like the Beast cameo in the Marvels, they said that was going to happen, that they had changed the whole finale and Beast would appear. So My Time to Shine was the first people to say that. So there's like stuff like that. They've come around and they've said, I mean, even knows this person is, but yeah. It's
My Time to Shine is the start of like a cheerleading cheer for football, like since 1984. So I don't really know their name.
Man.
You think they're the same thing?
I mean, it's My Time to Shine. Let's
They do
come
the
from
cheer
behind,
and then
shake,
they
shake what you
also
got. Hey, why
spoil
not?
and make speculations. That's crazy.
No, I'm just saying it's a weird
fuck are you
name to
talking about?
choose. Like unless you
It's an
are
absolutely weird name to
a
change. Why am I
cheerleader
Sean Biscuit?
or-
I don't know.
I mean, at least it has your
Where you
name
going
in
with
it.
this?
Maybe you like cookies. I don't know.
No, it's because of the horse.
British.
yeah.
Oh, Seabiscuit.
There you go. You got it.
Oh,
With an N in the middle.
Are you a jockey in your spare time?
No, I'm too
How about
tall.
when you lose? What about when you lose?
Sorry,
like 40
Brian's starting to
pounds?
land this plane. My bad. Go ahead, Brian.
Anyways, everybody, thank you for being here on Kruse Control. Appreciate you as always. Hope you had a great night. Happy hump day. Thank you for joining us, having a good time, talking some news, talking some shit, and also having a great time with some friends around, the dinner table, the campfire, maybe in your bathroom, in the bathtub, soaking up some bubbles, whatever you're doing, enjoying Kruse Control. Enjoy you, and thank you for being here and joining us and having us as part of your evening show. So appreciate you. Happy hump day. And thank you to everybody being being here on Kruse Control. Appreciate you as always, Mr. Mike Casey, our resident intellectual himself, kicking ass, bringing the brains, the knowledge, the Thors, and the watermelon. Thank you for being here on Kruse Control, man. I appreciate you. Hope you had a great time.
Thanks, Brian. I had a lot of fun tonight. And I do think that enjoying Kruse Control in the bathtub is a really good suggestion.
With
it works
watermelon.
great. You can watermelon in the bathtub is great. You can put your phone inside of a plastic Ziploc bag, and this touch function still work through it. So don't lose your phone to the bubbles.
Yeah. Thanks, Buck Rogers. Thanks for being here. Mr. Sean Sutherland, thank you for being here on Kruse Control, man. Our king of comics himself. Thank you for joining us, kicking ass, bringing the news, bringing the freaking facts, and locking up and shining. Thank you for being here.
No problem. Hal, always happy to be here. I'm glad that I get invited back here. Thank you guys. You know, if it's Wednesday, it's got to be Kruse Control. I want to be here. Lovely to see everybody. Thank you for the chat, for being so friendly. And see you next week.
Yeah, appreciate you. And also, my lovely co-host, Mr. Brittany Vittori, thank you for being here on Kruse Control. Appreciate you as always. Thank you for being here, kicking ass, and also having a great time and talking some shit about things, and also smiling along the way. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, it's my pleasure. Wednesday is my favorite day. And Sean, thank you for saying that, because you didn't say it in your intro. I was very upset that you didn't say if it's Wednesday, it's got to be Kruse
I never
Control.
remember where I do it, so I just throw it in wherever.
Beginning. I love it.
All right.
Love it. I'm glad you didn't forget it. I appreciate you.
Okay, Minnie says hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Welcome to Kruse Control.
Hi. Okay.
She's like, put me the fuck down. All right, I love you guys.
She
Thank
does
you so
not
much for
like
being here. Sean, Mike, Brian, Peppy, my favorite four
Too legit
people
to quit.
and dogs on the planet. I love being here with you guys on Wednesdays. It's amazing. Queen, you're amazing. The chat's amazing. I love you guys. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for adding to our show. Thank you for giving us facts that we don't know. And thank you for contributing. It would not be the same without you. If you're still watching, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, join our Patreon if you can, blah, blah, blah. I know everyone says that, but it's honestly the tiniest thing is, it helps us get ahead. And thank you so much for supporting us and, tuning in all the time. I appreciate you guys. Love you.
Yeah, appreciate you all for tuning in and being here. We're at 1,300 subscribers. The numbers keep going up, everybody. Oh, taking this off, taking that off, square root in that. Whoo. Take it. Thank you for being here on Kruse Control. Appreciate you as always. The numbers keep going up. Like Sabrina said, please if you like this video, please like it. Subscribe if you can. Join our Patreon if you can. Also spread the word. You got to dial it around the whole multiverse and tell everybody you know to watch Kruse Control. That's right. Tell your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandparents and grandmas who are mutants that came down from Colossus' backyard. And they all of a sudden became Colossus fucking apocalyptic villains. And those villains came down into Professor X's fucking hotel of mutants. And they started having orgies, and they all subscribe to Kruse Control, and you can too. And they call it the animated orgy of 97. And I never forget about that day. It changed my life, and it changed yours too. And it can change the universe if it runs into 2024, because if you can subscribe, we can subscribe. We all can subscribe with the chinchillas and all the beavers and bears and badgers. Oh my, every the creature out there from Australia, from all the way to New Zealand, back down to Europe, all back down to fucking everywhere in the world. And they subscribe. You can subscribe. Tell us Marsupilami, make it happen. And the chickens that peck up your penis. Everything out there, please subscribe to Kruse Control. We appreciate you so much. We love you. Have a good night. Happy hump day. Keep it coming. Bring on the mutants. We want more. Anyways, everybody, until Friday, see ya.
I love you.